So I just saw a social media post recently of a friend whose son just graduated college, and he's also engaged, and they seem very happy. The whole family seems happy. This is a very exciting time in their life. And isn't that something that we would want to happen for our kids when they go to college? You know, there's a lot of people who have met their soulmate at college and have had a very happy life together. And as parents, that would be something that we would reasonably hope that would maybe happen for our children. But I want you to imagine a different scenario. Imagine a young lady who is going to college on an athletic scholarship, and she's playing on a sports team, and early in the semester she meets another athlete and they start dating pretty quickly. And over the course of that semester, things start changing in this young lady's behavior. She's spending almost all of her free time with this guy that she's dating. In fact, she's actually spending most of her time staying in his dorm room. She doesn't spend time with the other people on her team. So all of her time is dedicated to him. And then a few months later, she goes home on a weekend, and the parents notice that she's got some bruises on her arm. And they ask her about those, and she gives an answer that just doesn't make sense. And then the parents also mention, you know, we've heard from a couple of your friends from high school, and they say they haven't talked to you in months. You're not returning phone calls and text. You're not acknowledging them on social media. And finally, that young lady breaks down and tells her parents what's going on. And it turns out that she's in a very controlling relationship. She's being manipulated. And the parents are devastated. I said to imagine that scenario, but this is something that does happen. It happens, and it happens to kids that we would think it would not happen to. And often the person that's doing that to the other person, that's manipulating them, we often hear, we would have never thought that person would have done that in a relationship. So I'm just asking parents to please talk to your kids before they go to college, or if your kids are already in college. Help them to understand what a healthy relationship is and what an unhealthy relationship might look like, and encourage them to be aware of those things, and hopefully that will prevent them from being a victim of something like that. We would never want that to happen to our children. We want that first scenario that I talked about, but unfortunately, sometimes that does happen.